What Gorgatron is to me is like an outward expression of my emotions, my soul, my inner being, which I like to project onto other people and touch them in ways they never thought they'd be touched before.
When I'm on stage, not only do I view it as an outlet for everyone that's involved, including the other dudes in my band or in the audience, but when it really comes down to it, I feel as though, I start vocalizing, and I just feel like I'm the voice of our generation. I mean, maybe, that's a little too much. Maybe a smaller voice in our generation. No, you know what? Yes, I am the voice of this generation.
I feel like I have the power of 1,000 suns. Like I'm just taking my inner rage and projecting it right into people's mouths and ears and other available orifices in their body.
When I'm on stage and that crowd is roaring, be it 4 people or 400,000, I tap into something, I can slow down time, and I turn our 45-minute to an hour-long set into a month. You could write folklore about what we do up there.
I feel great because I'm high. I feel high, so I feel great.
Well, I had a vision. A very specific vision. The problem was, I couldn't find any more musicians on my level. I brought too much intensity, too much tenacity, too much testicular fortitude for anybody to match. So basically I had to settle for the 3 albatrosses I got hanging around my neck. So what if I gotta tell them how to play, what to play, when to play it? I guess that's just the price you pay to be in the most fucking brutal goddamn band that's ever existed.
Roughly 10 years ago, came upon a practice space. Well, actually, the guy was in my practice space that I had when I was 15. I came in there after finishing high school, heard this guy trying to play guitar. I don't know what the hell it sounded like, but so I was like, I'll give this kid a try. Well, he happened to be 6, 7, 8, I don't even know how old he is. He's fucking old. We get chit-chatting, start practicing. Yeah, he can't play guitar, so I figured I'll just write the whole album myself, which I had planned on doing anyways. And then, after that, I had to give him guitar lessons, mainly using my mouth, because, I'm using my hands for drums. I'm not going to ruin it playing 2 instruments at once.
Through meditation, I've learned that I can create and manifest anything, really. And that's what I have been doing since a young age, is I have tapped in to the cosmos and have aligned all the stardust together to create Gorgatron, to create Paul and Matt and Carl, myself, and the 2 albums they made before I was in the band. That was all a creation of my deep interdimensional consciousness.
I believe you're the newest member of the band.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So you're telling us that you created the band before you were in the band?
Yes. Creating Gorgatron through the cosmos and interdimensional consciousness, it was just a barrier I set before myself for travel through this dimension of the third.
Prior to me joining, the band really didn't have any solid material. I mean, they had, but when I wrote Inner Supremacy front to back, those dudes came up to me, and I had everything written and organized, and Matt, I told him what to do on there, and then Paul, I told him fucking what to do there, and Cam, I mean, you understand what I'm getting at. So yes, I would say I am the sole songwriter in Gorgatron. If you want it in simpler terms, I pretty much am I write everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything, every note. So there you go.
Whew. A lot of things come to mind. Jim Cotta. We've all talked about it. Commando, but doesn't even come close to what we truly are as an 80s action flick. That's RoboCop 1, baby. When we plug our instruments into amplifiers, when our drummer sits on his throne and we are projected through sound waves at people, they come out of that entrance of the venue looking like a henchman covered in acid.
I would say all around, if we're thinking about literal comparison, I would say probably the Terminator, because I feel as though it was ahead of its time, it was a good story, and it set up the sequel really, really well. And also, giant robot, Terminator robot, it's, the correlation is obviously there.
Roadhouse.
I have to say Commando. Or Predator. Maybe Total Recall. Definitely Commando. Well, Commando. Final answer.
wonder. Fueled by weed.
Freedom, liberty, creativity. Or as I like to say, stop being weak.
What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. More beer, please.
I would say the first word would probably religious, and I don't mean that we we don't usually touch that subject, but what I mean is that when fans hear us, and non-fans, when non-fans come out to the show and they see us on stage doing that sort of thing, I feel as though we convert people into almost religious, a religious following. And of course, me being the pastor or the reverend or whatever, so there's literally millions of people that find us as their personal saviors. The second one I would say is sustaining or sustenance. We don't create music or atmospheres that are bleak and I can't think of another word, but we have the meat and potatoes of music and life. And the third one I would say is party, because if you don't have fun at a Gorgatron show, it is not our fault. It is clearly yours.
We're coming. We've been. And we're still coming. Dropping loads across this great nation, across this whole planet. Don't sleep. Gorgatron's gonna fuck you up. I don't know. Could use, like more of me.
I think that last shot could have used more focus on my face. I think, like
Less of you, more of me. More weed.
Guys, it's pretty good. But I think it's missing something. Hey. You want to play guitar?
Okay.
That's Neil. He's a pretty serious guy.
Huh.
Beating us like an affliction.